Hey, what's going on, Solid? How you doing, mate?
I'm good, I'm good.
Oh man, been a crazy day, running around all over the place, But things are starting to mellow out a little bit. Let's go ahead and knock this one in the head, huh?
Yes, might as well.
Yes, sir.
Very excited to see what happens.
Yes, you. The championship has already been won by
Yep.
Matty D. The big question is he going to win the construction championship too?
It's the Matty D wins drivers and constructors.
Oh my God, Matty D versus Tier 3. Yeah, that dude's been.
How can he actually win it?
He can. Yeah. I think he's only that. Well, they got to do really bad because I think he's trailing by about what? Let me see. Let me go back up here. Maddie's got constructors. He's trailing by 17 points to the Austin Martins. So they've got to really mess up. And who's in the Austins? Oh yeah, Pulaski and Owen. Yeah, he won't be able to win it. Those guys have been really good all season long.
And so if they have a bit of staying power,
If
and
they,
Matty D wins,
if they
they
crash it,
pretty much have to get very, they have to be in the low points and Matty D has to win. So he's not, he could win.
hey,
Um,
they could take each other out.
Yeah. So ironic if they both ruin the constructors. I think Palowski is going to get the second place because T Mouse isn't racing. Yeah, T Mouse isn't racing, and Simster Crazy's not racing, and then everybody else is 25 points. So I think Alfa Romeo still have no constructors points.
I don't have any. I've had a terrible year. I haven't scored any points. I haven't had any health. Every week is like, am I going to be able to make it to the race? It's just been crazy. So I'm hoping season 8 I do better. I've had a horrible season. My worst season so far.
Right, I'm gonna start the stream up now. Oh no, T Mouse is racing. I'm blind. No, so he could get. I think he could get second if he wins and gets fastest lap and no points for Pulaski. That's the only way he can get second. Right, I'm gonna start the stream. Hello everybody, good evening, welcome to Prospects eRacing League. This is Tier 3, Round 12, around Spa de Francorchamps. I'm Solid Elite and I'm joined by Artistic today, looking for a very exciting final round to the Tier 3 season. So the championship then already decided. The constructors could still be won today by McLaren. Depends on how many points they can grab over Aston Martin. They need to outscore them by quite a bit. Second place in the championship still not quite decided yet. It's between Polowski and T Mouse. T Mouse needs to win and get fastest lap, and Polowski needs to get 0 points. So it's very much hit and miss. T-Mouse might just be able to do it in the final race. If he could, I'm sure he'd be very happy with that. So then, looks like just
Sure he'll bring his A game.
first on the track.
Pull up the Twitch here. Twitch.
Should be streaming. So yeah, just keep yourself in the Alpha Tower.
Yep.
The first out on track is on his outlap at one moment. Nice sunny conditions here.
These are the bits and pieces as well.
Which is always delightful for the drivers. They don't have to deal with such rain that could easily fall around the circuit and cause havoc. Spa is one of the longest circuits on the calendar and one of my favourites to drive, to watch. Just some fun. It's a real mix between high downforce in the middle sector, low downforce, high speed in the first and the third sectors. So getting that balance right on the setup is really important and really difficult around here. Some people prefer the middle sector, some people prefer setting up for the first and third sectors. It kind of generally does depend on where you're quickest, where you set up for. Let's see, emergency tyres are set up for when he comes around to set the first flying lap of the session.
Yeah, I was trying to get a few laps in yesterday and today. I seem to be getting slower the last few days. I'm like, what is going on? I'm turning my wheel off, flipping it upside down, looking under stuff. I'm like, okay, is the pedal sticking around here? What is happening? It's just such a tricky track. You know, when you get it right, it just feels so beautiful. Oh, we got a spin already. It looks like Gasmore Payne has spent out. He did not crash. He did not crash. He seemed to have recovered the car somewhere around turn 12, I believe.
Yeah, he's had a spin on his outlap, which is not ideal. But we're going to head back to Josh Kubica, who's just finished coming out on Radion now. He's going barreling down that Kelvin straight, 200 miles per hour and gaining about 205 miles an hour before he slams on the brakes for the Les Combes chicane. He threads that car beautifully through there, just going slightly wide at the apex and is very wide. Coming through the fast right-hander before he comes through Beau Rivage into No Name, swinging the car out again, really opening up that corner as much as possible before he comes down to Pouon there. He's going to try and get that corner as wide as possible down to 6th gear, getting plenty of rotation in that Alpha Tower. He's looking to maximise his speed through the corners, get that nice straight line coming out. Second chicane, he comes and looks a little bit wide on that second apex. He's made up for it before he enters that third sector. There's a 17.9 for Justin Kubica. He heads down the very, very long back straight.
Yeah, he's actually looking like he's putting in his best work right now. Yesterday's qualities was, I think they were coming in around 144.1 was the pole. So I'm thinking, what are we looking at? Maybe a 145, somewhere in the 145 range. 147 so far.
3 from Just Kubica, and he'll be looking to improve on his lap. Team outs to the line. A 44.6 for the Williams driver, hunting now second in the championship. Gasmore Pan, the driver that had a actually it's going to be one of the Aston Martins, crosses the line. No, they're on outlap, so it will be Gasmore Pan. RL Beast, just Kubica pulling off to the inside, I believe, just to get out of the way of other cars.
That was very courteous.
RL Beast takes it.
It could be really dangerous coming out of that pit right there around Radisson, the Rouge, so it can get kind of squirrely. Way to stay alert and be out of the way just comes up. Yeah,
indeed, and Kaya Myers goes to the top of the timing sheets, 6 tenths clear on team outs, the 44.0, so a good lap from him. Our championship winner Matty D was purple in the middle sector. Then there's look at that beautiful McLaren livery. Of course, slightly updated since he used it at the Singapore Grand Prix. You know, the bus stop chicane, he comes now. He's going to tap an apex, tap another one. Going to be hard on the power. Then DRS active for the championship winner. He goes to the top. First one in the 43s, a 43.9 for Matty D. Good lap from him. See who might be next. I believe it actually might be Don.
Matty D actually could win the construction championship this year. He's a long shot. I mean, he does have a teammate. I'm not going to say he's by himself. Let me see who rides with him though. Light Sezo's got 16 points, and Matty D, our championship leader, has 192, which puts their team in second place at 208, just 17 points behind the Aston Martins at 225.
Yeah, indeed, it really shouldn't be. It could, if Light Sezo does score well, so too does Matty D, they could actually be within an honest shot of getting the Constructors title, which would be quite a miracle considering Matty D would have a high percentage of those points. Polowski actually puts it in P4 though, so it's going to be quite a lot of work for them to get there. The free stream is invalidating his time. Light Sezo currently on another flying attempt, I believe.
Right now, our current provisional pole setter is actually almost maybe two tenths of a second faster than Tier 2 performed yesterday. That just shows that each one of these tiers sometimes is so interchangeable. You got these guys in Tier 3 that are every bit on any given day can get up there and race with some tier 1 guys. So, you know, there's really some quality performers in this league and some really excellent people as well. Great character. It's a character league. Speed second, character absolutely first.
Yeah, indeed. It's a lot of believing in yourself. It does really help you find that lap time, staying relaxed, not being too aggressive, not being too shaky on the throttle. As light says, it goes to be 45 or 1. But his McLaren P5. Does anybody else who's on a hot lap there? Looks like Crew Streamers is backed off on his lap. So sure, I think no, he's still going for it, I think.
Yeah, Crew was I believe was he P4 yesterday? He reserved in tier 2 and he actually no, I think it was P6. Put on quite a performance. And you know, he doesn't make any mistakes. I don't anticipate him being one of the top quality setters, but he has the opportunity to get on the podium because once the race starts, like I said, he doesn't make any mistakes at all. He's solid.
Yeah, I think he was actually partly first sector, so he is hanging about here on this lap. He's certainly trying to make the most out of the Alpine car. It's just quite see what he was in the middle sector. It didn't flash purple, so it's a little bit down to what he was before he hit the bus stop chicane. He's going to be hard on the brakes, 200 to just 50 miles per hour then, in a short space of time, seconds to stop that kind of distance. Crew Streamers to the line, P4, 44.8,
Crew.
Very good lap.
Wow,
Very
when he came around turn 20 there in 4th gear, I knew he was going to bring it because I tell you, I've got to break that all the way down in the 1st gear. I couldn't believe he could take that in 4th gear like that. Great drive, Crew.
Very impressive lap time from him. It looks like Team Else will get him a warm-up lap then. Matty D in the pits.
And if I'm not mistaken, T-Mouse is last year's, was he last year's tier 3 champion? I want to say he was. I believe he's 3rd in this tier, but last year he was, well, we got 4 tiers this year. Last year we had 3, and I believe he might have been our tier 3 champion last year, if I'm not mistaken.
He was looking to actually clinch P2 in this tier 3 today. Then he is heading down the camera straight now before he comes into the Lecom chicane. 500 down on his best lap at the moment. He'll be looking to gain around 6 to 7 tenths on this lap, or perhaps all that time is in the middle sector for the Williams driver then, as he rounds Beau Rivage coming down. He's round! Big incident! He's
same
out
spot
of qualifying
for the second day in a row. The same spot, second day in a row.
He does get it going again. Wow, that was a big crash.
collision.
Just round, coming on the exit of Beau Rivage on that downhill gradient. The car just stepped out from behind him, and he was a passenger coming in to that wall. Very lucky just to lose his front wing, and that car certainly being in the walls. He was definitely pushing hard, and that will not be quite so good for his lap time then. He's also slowing down. No, that was a different Ferrari stopped actually.
One of the great things about Spa is, unlike Monaco or Hungary, where so much of it is dependent on how high you quality, Spa actually gives you the opportunity to do an awful lot of wheel-to-wheel racing. So you cannot. Matter of fact, Anza yesterday in Tier 2 in PlayStation League, he started off in 18th position. He was P18 to start the race. We had 18 drivers. He actually went from last to second, and no, actually last to first. He went from last to first, and just barely missed out on winning the championship, which was won by Just Coconuts. But it was quite the comeback. So this circuit really gives you an opportunity to open it up.
Spano's provided some good racing for this KMS and Purple middle section. I know he's 2 tenths up right now, looking to try and hit Matty D to provisional pole position.
I gotta send Mason an invite.
Yep. And KMS on a bit of a flyer there, Mason in the session.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Just himself also missing out as Kai comes to the line. It's a 43.777. He's got a great lap there. 2 tenths quicker than Matty, just under 2 tenths quicker from.
He's gotten quicker and quicker and quicker all season long. Chambers has really been bringing his A game this second half of the season.
Yeah, well, fantastic that time. That's from the pole. Matty D saying he knows he can go quicker in the shaft. To see just how much quicker he can go. It's Shaheen that's putting himself and Williams up into P3.
And David Boyer in the chat said good luck to all the lads tonight, and he wanted to send a special shout out to Pello and Lucifer, and he said he needs to see them 1-2 tonight. That's all. He's looking for some pretty big things to come out of his mates this afternoon. Let's not disappoint him. Go ahead and bring it, Shahid. We know you can do it, sir.
They just keep on continuing the session. He's having some pretty bad connection issues there.
Oh man, Lucifer Shahid got the commentary curse and it slid out. He did not crash. He slid out just around maybe turn 16. Right, hit the wall a little bit, bounced off. He may have lost a wing, but he looks like he's okay. He did not even lose a wing. So he looks like he's okay. He's going to be able to continue.
Yeah, so after that fantastic effort, he's now got to limp back to the pits, possibly some damage invisible to us in the commentary box. He's going wide just to let a Haas driver through. F1 who's on a flying lap at the moment. F1 coming towards the end.
Hey, Salad, I can barely hear you, buddy. You sound like you're far away from your bike.
Is that a bit better?
Yo, that's significantly better, yeah.
Cool. F1 actually pulls into the pits. So we're going to head back to Matty D, who is on a fly at the moment. He's only 600th up on his lap time at the moment. He's got to find a bit more time through this middle sector. That middle chicane looking excellent before he's hard on the brakes. Fourth gear winds the car in ever so gracefully, keeping it. He's purple in the middle sector. He's 2.6 tenths on. Oh, he's in the wall.
He's in the wall.
He lost a bit of a front wing end plate. Can he keep the lap going though? He's still going for it.
He's got both wings.
Wow, he was really fast, but then smashed into the wall. Still 200. Is he going to finish this lap? I think he's going to still finish it, no?
Yeah.
No, he pulls it into the pits.
He pulls into the pit.
Ooh, taps the pit wall on the entry though as well. Wow, so super unfortunate for Matty D then. He was on a bit of a flyer. He's going to pit and go out again. Quite a long outlap here around Spa.
This is one of the trickier pit lanes. This one to me, this one in is it Bahrain? Is it Bahrain? You got to come out of the tunnel. No, Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi coming out of that tunnel as well as Spa are the two trickiest pit lanes to me on the whole circuit.
Bahrain is also quite a difficult one in my eyes because you just come straight out into the apex of turn 1, which can be quite eventful if some other cars are coming round. We've actually seen that a couple of times in real life F1. I believe it was Carlos Sainz and somebody in 2017 that happened to. Evening to you too, Baguette. Team House though, he's also got his front wing repaired and I think he actually might have just set another lap. He's only on 60% ERS. He's actually had a little go at a flyer, but no, he's going again. He's 5 tenths up on his time. This at the moment is going to put him possibly P2. Can he gain a bit more time coming through the final sector then? As he rounds. High speed right-hander before he's hard on the brakes. Now, before the bus stop chicane, swings it down to second gear to get nice rotation in the car. Hard on the power, DRS active for Team House. What can this lap time be? P4, a 44.2. Good lap. Back up to P4 where he wishes to be. Looks like Owen also on a flying lap at the moment.
Look out for those Williams. Them Williams boys is trying to bring it.
2:37. No, it's on 44.7. No, that's his quickest lap. So Owen just beginning another flying lap. Beast retiring from the session in the pit lane. You think, well, he's not going to get out for another lap. Then everyone in the pits. That is their final flying lap attempt. If it's a 1:43 flying lap, an outlap of 115 is not going to quite be enough unless you strap rocket engines to the car. Owen is looking like he's about 800ths up at the moment on his lap time in the Aston Martin, darting ever so gracefully around this circuit then before he enters Beau Rivage. Second gear, getting it rotated round ever so nicely before he comes through into no name on the run up to Pouon. All the great corners around this circuit, so many fantastic corners around Spa. Pouon is one of the best.
Yeah,
super fast, super fun to drive.
I was just looking up a lot of, old races, Fangio and Sterling Moss and all those guys that would drive it, and how many times they've had to revise this circuit. And this is just one of the most historic and just beautiful, iconic tracks. I mean, if you only have a chance to go to one circuit in the course of your lifetime or that particular year, I mean, this may not be the one you choose, but it's absolutely going to be one of the ones you consider.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, the history around here, watching videos of the old circuit are just, it's like, wow, what? Like, some of those old bits of the track were fantastic and just so unique. And Owen puts into P6 for the 44.4. So here's that time over. Just trying to see if Matty D on a flyer. Kaya Myers just behind him on a flyer. Khrushchev finishes up in P3. He'll be looking to try and hang on to that, although Lucifer Shahid is about a 10th up and will be trying to take that spot off Khrushchev's, leaving to you to Zippo. As Lucifer Shahid in that third sector now can try and find a couple tenths to really secure that spot, possibly even jump up into P2. We'll have to wait and see as he crosses the line through the bus stop chicane, carrying plenty of speed
looking
through
great.
The two apexes to the line. Then it's
P3,
a 43.9. Good lap.
Great
from
lap,
Lucifer Shahid.
And I think
Matty D's invalidated. Matty D's invalidated his time, and that's left him P2. Kaya Myers takes pole position then.
Well, we still got Dunmore still out there?
And
no,
Mason as well, who's yet to set a lap time. This will be his only lap time. Dunmore has finished, so Mason to the line then.
And I don't think crew appreciated me saying that he doesn't quali as well as he races. Because look at that, he told me to sit down and shut up. Got up there with the P4, looking great, crew, looking absolutely phenomenal.
So your pole sitter, Kaya Myers, to the line, improves even more. A 43.711 for your pole sitter.
Fantastic lap
for him. A couple of mistakes.
Looked like he was purple all the way around.
Yeah, indeed, and a couple of mistakes from Matty D definitely helping and fortunately subtracting us from having a fantastic battle for the pole position. Most unfortunate there, but the points are scored in the race at the end of the day. And speaking of looking for good points, Aston Martin, I think they're in P5 and P6, so looking very good for them.
Lovely racing out there.
P6 and P8, so it's still looking quite good to take that constructors, unless Light Sesso can have anything to say about it when it does come down to the race. Yeah, fantastic lap from Kaya Myers. Good qualifying session.
No doubt about it. Way to bring it in the season finale.
Yeah, indeed. So it all comes down to what will happen in this race then. Yeah, unfortunate for Monster, he invalidated his lap towards the end, which was fortunate. That's the risk of his interesting strategy of going for some warm-up laps before a big flyer at the end.
Yeah, it seems like I see that a lot in those in the esports guys that come out there, or guys, girls, well, I'll say guys, it's interchangeable per gender from California. It's like people will come out there on the intermediates to just set the lap and not actually destroy a tire. Make sure they got it down and then go out there and hit it with the on the softs. Seems to line them up a little more successfully than I've been able to do it.
Speaking of the intermediate tyres, tad little rain here.
Yeah.
This could really spice up the race then. So could we have seen some people sacrifice some quali position for a wet setup?
For a wet setup, wow. Hadn't even thought of that.
Perhaps we've seen some people out of position because they're deciding to prioritise the race. Of course, that is where the points are scored. So that is the all-important part. This could get interesting in the race. We might see people with significantly better race pace than quali pace.
Yeah, because like yesterday, we had if I'm not mistaken, I believe the whole race was dry, but it was one of the few races that we've had all week that's had dry races. Most of them have had a significant amount of rain.
Indeed, and that is part of being in the Ardennes forest. It does rain quite a bit. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I believe I'll let you run through the tyres and the grid then, Artistic.
Alright. Oh, shit. Well, everybody's out there in intermediate, so who we got? Kamers, Matty D, Lucifer, starting off the provisional podium positions, followed by Crew Steamers, Timos, Pulaski, Cavalis, PRL Owen, RL Beast, one of the coolest names in sim racing, F1 Nerd, that's a bad name, I just love that. Life Sezo, who him as well as Matty D, if they get a 1-2, they could actually pull the construction championship out of this. Dom Moore, Amanda Villanueva, Just Timmy San, OG Mason, Gasmore Pan, and Monstar, rounding out the grid. It's going to be a fantastic race. Looking forward to every moment of it.
Indeed, and Mozart definitely has more pace than his qualifying position, so I am expecting him to jump up a few places. Hopefully that's not the commentator's curse, hitting it again. Might have.
Boy, it's coming down hard, quick.
Curse. Could be for wets by the end, and wow, just looking at the water coming off those intermediates. Although I'm not exactly too sure how the wets behave in game, because I know that in real life the wet compound tyres are pretty much appalling. They are incredibly hard compared to the intermediates, so are slow anyway. And they struggle to warm up because they're a bit thicker, they got more tread, there's less sort of tyre on the tarmac, so those wets are not great. And actually we did see last time in real life in Japan, where we actually saw people choosing to run the inters with a bit less grip. With a bit less water clearance, because they were so much quicker and so much easier to heat up. They ended up being faster anyway, and yeah, it's so I'm not sure if people decide to use those full wets, but
and I think it's going to be at least a one stop though, because I don't think you can take those. I don't think you can get 22 laps out of them bad boys though.
No, indeed not. I mean, we see in F1 quite a bit. Bald intermediate tyres. Seen plenty, so yeah, indeed, a one-stop strategy is probably the way to go for a lot of these drivers. We'll have to wait and see though if they do manage to change it to dries. Crew Streamers disqualified from the session. I do dislike the grid and how it does disqualify certain people for making contact. It's
hilarious.
Missing their pit box now. It gets annoying, but they'll be in here for the race. I hope they are.
You know, it's
so then. Get ready for the 5 red lights then. 5 red lights and away we go then. Oh, poor start for Lucifer Shahid. He didn't get off the line at all. That's allowed team outs. And Matty D going around the outside into La Source. Kaya Myers going straight down the inside, but getting a slightly poorer exit. Looks like an AlphaTauri is going wide in the background. There's going to be a drag race all the way up into Eau Rouge. They're going to be going side by side as Matty D just cuts in front of the Ferrari driver. That's going to give Kaya Myers a slightly worse exit. Let's look at Team House in the Williams coming up. Can he try and get past, coming down the Camel Straight? He's going to try and look for a move. Is he going to go inside or outside? He's going to maintain position, is the Williams driver. And look at the gap, the front 4 have already got on the rest of the field. Then it looks like Crew Streamers leads the rest of the pack in the background. Looks like Mordstar, and Mordstar just got past Mason up into P14, up 3 places already for him. Light Sesso down a couple of places, not great for the constructors. It looks like Beast is trying to go round the outside. of Domor around Beau Rivage. Coming into nowhere, he's going to have the inside line. Who's going to back out first? There wasn't any contact, but they're still going to go wheel to wheel. And look at this, like Sesso now on the outside of the Ferrari. He's going to have to lose that position in the HUD.
Oh, Kane was just tumbling. What's going on with him?
He might have had a spin, I think. I think he's had a spin. He's on the curb, all on the curb.
Oh,
is the Ferrari driver very much playing it risky? Look at just Kumi-san now going to try and find a way round. Is he? Not quite. And look at this Dom War, I think, is wheel to wheel. You know, he's not. It's not quite appearing that way on the screen, which is not great. And look at this Villeneuve up past Mason. The Alfa Romeo teammates trading places. Mordstar up to P13 is actually fighting Beast coming round. Oh, that was very close
really
to
close.
contact. I think Beast got pushed a little bit wide there from Mordstar. Matty D leads them around the Spada function on track. A second gap already. The gaps on. I'm not sure what's going on with the gaps because they are playing havoc in certain places. Mordstar again back up again past Just Kumi-san on a bit of a charge is Mordstar then. Up 5 places already. And look at F1 Nerd past Crew Streamers again, but look at this. I think that's Kavolis also trying to get past Crew Streamers. Crew Streamers has dropped back quite a few places, not having the greatest of starts. But I think just Kumi-san is round and Gasmore Pan into the pits then for a change of tyre. This midfield battle is really tight.
Intense.
Indeed, look at this, Kaya Myers getting past Domwar. Look at the grip he had on the exit. I think Domwar under actually a little bit of pressure. Oh! On the curb, like Sesso, getting a bit beached then, and is going to be falling into the clutches of Mordstar. The McLaren going a bit further. He's actually managed to get up into the position he started the race in, but is now got a lot of work to do to gain positions and try and help his teammate in the constructors. That's oh, look at that on the inside was Domwar, like Sesso. He's gone round the outside off the track. He might have to give that place back. Don Moore is actually going to try and fight it back round the outside, and that place is given back by Light Sesso, whether that was intentional or not. That will not be a penalty. Look back.
It looked like they were about to have some contact, and he just backed off and let him have that particular position. I don't know if it's because he gained an unfair advantage or if he thought they were going to crash at that point, but he backed up.
Indeed he did. Mordstar is he's actually getting under pressure here from Beast and Mason as well in the Alfa Romeo. I think they're actually, it's Villeneuve, sorry, and Beast both getting past Mordstar, so he's back down to P14 after his lightning start. But through the bus stop chicane then, he's going to get a nice little exit coming through onto the pit straight. Is he going to try and make a move on the Ferrari driver? He's going to try and find the inside. He's going to be late on the brakes. He's not quite got the space to do so. Mason into the pits as well then. So Gasmore Pan, just Kumi-san and Mason all into the pits from front wings, I'm assuming. Master D leads by 2.4 seconds. He is doing a fantastic job out there at the moment. Team outs leading in P2 at the moment from Owen and Polowski. So, Holowski's still hanging on to that P2 in the Drivers' Championship as it stands. But yeah, this race at the start has been very, very eventful.
Yeah, it's been a real pleasure to watch both Mason and, not Mason, I'm sorry, I enjoy watching them too. But Polowski and Owen battle each other as teammates. They're always right there. You know, they race clean, they race hard, but they always give each other really tight competition at the top of the grid every single race throughout the season. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, indeed, and I think actually Gasmore Pam had a little spin out of the bus stop chicane. The yellow flags. Light Sesso has got back past Domwar. He's done it cleanly this time as he's not relinquished that position. So the McLaren driver up into the points then, trying to help MTD, who was on the charge to get constructors and drivers, which would be quite the season considering
that would be crazy.
Considering he's pretty much McLaren.
Yeah, but Light Sesso has scored. I believe he's got 12 points this season, so he's put his name in the record books. He said he shows up, he shows out, and the McLaren shows out.
Yeah, indeed, and actually Kaya Myers looking to
get back near the top.
reinvigorate his charge after he had a little spin, I think, early on. And he is currently behind the Alpine of Crew Streamers, who has fallen back quite a few places in this race. And actually looking further up the field, Polonsky is under
first
pressure
penalty
from Lucifer Shahid. And look at this, Lucifer Shahid coming down the inside, coming down the Camel Straight into the Lecom chicane. He's on that inside cut. They get very close to goal.
He's out!
He's out! There was contact coming in. Lucifer Shahid was on the curb, and that's a full safety car then.
Oh my goodness.
That's contact,
Lucifer.
and the Williams is out. So unfortunate for Lucifer Shahid.
You know, I was
a
going
bit of contact.
I was going to tell the story how a couple years ago, right when we first started the league, and I was about to run to the store for a second. I was going to race Lucifer Shahid, told him I had to run to the store, I'd be right back, came back home, my whole TV went out. I couldn't even race at all for a couple of weeks, and I didn't want to even mention that story until after possibly this race, because look what happens. Now he himself can't race the rest of the race. Lucifer Shahid, I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm just trying to see if Polonsky has any damage. I don't think he has, because that contact was pretty light, but he was already on the limit, so I think that was just enough to send him into the barriers.
You know,
wow.
In every single tier, that's been a trouble corner. Every tier, this whole week long, there's been drivers who've crashed on that particular corner and wound up DNFing. So be careful.
Under the safety car, Kaya Myers has had an incident. He spun. I think he's lost part of his wing. I think he's lost. Yeah, he has. He's lost his front left end plate under the safety car. Not a great start to the race for Kaya Myers.
Sure has.
Of course,
wow.
There's still 18 laps left, and the safety car that'll send him pretty much to the. Maybe it'll probably just keep him in this position. But yeah, wow, that's a bit of a shocker.
Yeah,
and the Ferrari, who put in such a good lap at the start.
Yeah, the F1 there picked up a 3-second penalty along the way too. Must have been for track invalidations.
Yeah, indeed. So, I think someone else also had a 3-second penalty. I think it was Kaya Myers also had a penalty. Yeah, he does. He also does have a 3-second penalty for exceeding track limits. And yeah, not exactly what Matty D needed in this race, as he had got a very nice gap from Team House and now has to deal with a safety car restart. So yeah, Kaya Myers actually does. No, he maintains his position on the track then. So not all tears for the Ferrari driver. So, but it was looking a little shaky actually. But he's back up and running again. So, looking at the positions that have actually changed across, Matty D's obviously up 1 position, T-Mouse up 3, so too is Polonsky. Owen's up 4 places. The Aston Martin's doing a very, very good job actually at winning that Constructors' Championship at the moment. They will
Absolutely.
They're keeping it nice and clean in the high positions. That's actually what they've been doing all season.
All season long.
And that's really helped them clinch this title, provisionally, of course. F1 Nerd and Kavolis in both Hasses, nice and high up the order as well. F1 Nerd is up 5, Kavolis up 1. Crew Streamer's down 3. He's not had the greatest of starts to his race, but hopefully this safety car period can allow him to reset and go again and make back those positions and hopefully get onto the podium. Like Sesso's up 3 places, he's actually up to P8 now. Villeneuve up 4, Donmore up 2. Beast is down 2, Mordstar up 5. He's had a pretty decent start, and he'll be looking to gain a few more positions under the safety car restart as everyone's a bit closer together now. Kaya Myers down 12, not an ideal
That's gotta
start.
Hurt.
Mason up 1 position, just Kumi-san down 1, and Gaz Morpan maintains his P16. We've lost Lucifer Shahid so far in this race, due to an unfortunate little incident that occurred. But we'll have to wait and see what the rest of the race does bring us. We still got quite a few laps to
Quite
go.
a bit of racing to do. Looking at that really cool Aston Martin safety car, that is definitely the coolest safety car that they've ever made right there.
I'm not sure. I prefer the Mercedes one. I quite like the black series that they've used. I think that's a lot nicer than the... Ooh, what's going on with T-Mouse? Well, it looked like he had gone a little wide there. Yeah, I really do enjoy the black series Mercedes safety car. I think that's probably the best one. But yeah, I do have to agree, the Aston Martin...
I just don't like the color. You know, I'm just not a big red Ferrari fan. I am a Mercedes guy at heart, so had they come with a different color or even just black, I would have been absolutely just thrilled with the black Mercedes or any Mercedes that wasn't a red one. So I'm, you know, that green band is just doesn't put me much more so than that particular color. But other than that, I love Mercedes.
I'm a bit of a sucker for racing green.
British
I'm a
racing
sucker
green?
for that British racing green. So I don't blame you. Plus that Vantage does look magnificent, leading some F1 cars round. I think what they should do is F1 should let the winning constructor's car, or the next closest, be the official safety car.
That would
so
be
maybe
awesome.
Aston Martin might be a little bit faster next year if they potentially lose the safety car contract. But yeah, I think it would be amazing to see a Ferrari safety car. I think that would be really cool.
Absolutely. Well, the way at this rate, it would just be a Red Bull every year. You know, the way they're doing it. I don't know. What do you think of that? How do you feel about the way that the championship has ended in the real F1?
Well, it's just typical FIA, really. It was quite disheartening that they couldn't make up which rule they're going to use. But that's just pretty much racing, I guess. But I think this, the fact that Red Bull have exceeded the budget cap could be quite interesting. In my opinion, I think they should give them a harsh penalty, because an exceeding of the budget cap is cheating.
Absolutely.
And it's hard cheating as well. And I think that if they don't go harsh on it, if they give them maybe, like, you know, a slap on the wrist, maybe a fine, and maybe a couple hours less wind tunnel testing time, I think every team will just exceed the budget cap next year, because every team that can afford to will. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter how big they make their fine, these teams are going to be making... I mean, you think there were teams like Mercedes and Red Bull were turning a profit on F1 when they were spending 400 million a year on the sport, and now think they're only spending 140. Think of the profit margins they're getting now. That's 300 million profit a year.
Absolutely, you know.
And I think that, you know, with that extra money, why wouldn't you go over the cost cap by $1 million, gain an extra few tenths, and only have to pay money? And I think it would come into question next year if someone did break it.
Villeneuve spent out?
Yeah, he has. He's dropped down to P15. Oh, that's most unfortunate for Villeneuve. He's just got... Oh no, he's lost his front wing. He's got no wing at all.
Oh, he sure does not.
Dear, that's not great for Villeneuve. Unless if the safety car should be coming in at the end of this lap, so that's really going to hurt Villeneuve's race. He's going to be praying in now for another safety car probably. But yeah, I do think that they have to bring it harshly to Red Bull, because if not, then and let's say someone else does it next year, Mercedes and Ferrari, Team Alpine, maybe Aston Martin, teams that can afford to go over that cap.
I mean,
if they do it next year and they say perhaps do get disqualified and they've only gone over by the same amount as Red Bull, there'll be questions on why wasn't Red Bull's penalty harsher. And I think the FIA have put themselves in the position where they go hard or write off their entire rules of cost cap.
See, I'm gonna go out on the limb and say not just the FIA, but I personally believe Red Bull has allowed both of their championships and their championship driver to be the legitimacy of their claim on these championships are in question. You know, he can be considered the cost cap champion right now, and even next now, for they to still be able to compete without a severe penalty next year, I mean, that gives him an opportunity to be a 3-time champion. When really, have you ever won one? And, you know, and what it's done to the legacy of Lewis Hamilton, I just think it's egregious. I just think it really should not have been done in this manner.
Yeah, indeed. And even just thinking about it from a neutral standpoint, I mean, what happened last year was unfair, but at least it was someone who is deserving of a champion, who is a deserving champion, who did actually take the title, and there's no question doubt in my mind that Max Verstappen is a world champion.
I think
material.
he's more okay. I agree with that. He is absolutely world championship
world
caliber
record material.
Caliber. He's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. But when it comes to the way he himself allowed the championships to be somewhat given to him without any fair play comments, I don't know. It just put a bad taste in my mouth as to how he conducts himself as an individual.
Indeed, and we are racing again here, and I think that looks like Beast and Donwar going wheel to wheel.
Oh, T-Mouse and Matty D are fighting for the lead here. There's a little bit of contact.
We're going to head back up to that now, as it looks like T-Mouse is going to be trying to go down the inside. Matty D is going to cover that one up, coming into Eau Rouge. T-Mouse a little wide then. He's going to have to cut the corner. He's going to gain a huge amount of straight line speed then. He's going to have to be very, very careful, as if he was to perhaps maybe overtake Matty D after he's cut that corner, that could be considered gaining an advantage. The two Aston Martins defend valiantly from F1 Nerd in the Haas behind, who is very much on their tail and looking for a way to get past. It looks like he looked for a second like he was going to go down the inside at Beau Rivage, but he thought better of it then. We've got a yellow flag, and that's Gazmore Pan in the background. He's in the wall. Ooh, he slams. Ooh.
But he's still in the race.
Oh no, I'm not sure. I think he's stuck.
He's trying to back out. Yeah, he might not get off the wall. The wall would not release him. No, he's up. He's moving. Let's see. He's
very stuck there.
He is extremely stuck. The game might not let him out at no fault of his own.
He's been disqualified. Yeah, the game's not going to let him out.
That sucks.
That's really unfortunate. That's
great effort.
Perks of the game. And no safety car needed for that, which is quite good. Look at this, Light Stesso getting past Crew Streamers. I think Crew Streamers has had a pretty bad exit. And now look at Beast, who's going to be on his tail, coming into Blanchard, one of the fastest corners on the F1 calendar. One of the funniest corners. If you can get wheel to wheel around there, if it goes right, it can be quite good. And look at this, Kaya Myers into the bus stop chicane, went very deep then. Looks like Donwar is going to try and get back past down the inside. That inside now is going to become the outside as they come into La Source. Look at the exit that Donwar's got. Although it looks like Kaya Myers is going to get back down the inside of the AlphaTauri and is going to get a better exit this time, and is going to take that position away from the Ferrari driver. Take that position from the AlphaTauri driver, wrong way around for those two then, as Kaya Myers now is going to continue his charge and is after his teammate Beast, who himself is chasing down Crew Streamers.
Oh yeah, he's right on his gearbox too.
Wow, Beast went very deep there. He was really late on the brakes. Crew himself has got quite deep as well. And look at this, down the inside is Beast of Crew Streamers. Crew Streamers with the poor exit. He's managed to get past. They were rubbing wheels then, which was quite scary, especially around that corner. As that demotes Crew Streamers down to P9. He's really got his tyres. I'm not sure what's wrong. I think his tyres might be a bit gone. He's just really struggling compared to everybody else.
Yeah, he's got 8 laps. Well, I guess he started the race on him. It's 8 lap old intermediates. We typically get about 14 laps out of these bad boys.
Perhaps, I'm not too sure. His pace is just not quite where it was in qualifying. Because look at the Ferrari, the pole sitter, already attacking him. He's going to think better off a move around the outside there, as he's going to use the long back straight in order to get a nice little slipstream in the wet conditions. ERS active for Crew.
Oh, that's contact!
Huge crash!
Crew crash, into gamers.
No DNF. Wow, that's his full safety car.
Yeah, it was almost like just, I don't know, it's like his hand slipped off the wheel or something, because suddenly, I mean, it just kind of cut sharp and, wow, slammed right into him.
They almost just came together, wow. And a few drivers deciding now is the time to pit then. So, looks like Matty D is the first in the pits then for McLaren. His teammate Light Sesso also in the pits. He's come out actually, which is quite nice for him, as he's not been held up by his teammate that much. So most drivers then into the pits So the drivers staying out are Teamouts, Owen, Mordstar, Just Kumi-san are staying out on track. The safety car has stopped on the top of Radion, waiting to pick up Teamouts. Quite a dangerous position the safety car's parked in, actually.
Let me see him here.
Look at the driver's eye view. Wow, that's pretty sketchy if you ask me.
Yeah, they're trying to pull some of that Japan stuff there with the old tow truck.
Yeah,
you know?
that was terrible. And the fact that they blamed Gazzy and gave him such a harsh penalty for that was really, really unfair.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that was honestly, in my opinion, as much as I thought last season we needed to get rid of Michael Massey for that shock and horror in Abu Dhabi, I think genuinely, maybe it was a bit too in the moment, as he was a 10 times better director than what we've seen this season. As we've seen, I mean, Michael Massey had that one really bad big event.
That's it. But that was huge. That's one of the worst events in the history of racing, if not the biggest. You know, in terms of, yeah, I would say the biggest, really, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that walked away from the sport as fans, or maybe decided to do something else, you know, as a career, that they don't put their children into racing. I mean, I was pretty disillusioned myself. Had Lewis retired, I don't know if I myself would have been able to continue to support and watch the sport. It hurt me that deep, and I'm a new fan in the last few years, so I can imagine what some other people felt.
So I'm not sure what's gone on with Teamhouse here. He's on the medium tyres.
How so? Is he? Yes, he is. Wow.
I think that's a mistake.
No. He's gone. I'm looking at him, and it also says it on the screen.
No. He's definitely on the mediums, but I'm saying I think he's made a mistake.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I think he selected the wrong tyre, unless he's going for the bold. It's not raining anymore. It's far too early in my eyes. Well, yeah, it's far too early.
Yeah, it's really wet out there. And mediums at that.
I mean, the safety cars could actually come in at the end of this lap. So if he was planning to remain out for 5 or 6 laps on the safety car, that just doesn't happen in the F1 game. Unless he's praying for some incidents behind, but very bold from Teamhouse, very bold indeed. And actually I think Owen has come out ahead of Matty D. So yeah, Owen right now is the net leader of the race.
Well,
yeah, wow, that's interesting. So actually the guys who stayed out made the right choice. Mordstar's up to P7, and they're all on the same compound, all the same ages, but actually they're on younger tyres, and when you are on the intermediates, it's beneficial to be on a lap younger tyres a lot more than perhaps you say on dries. But wow, very interesting decision by Teamhouse. Safety car in this lap as well. I think he's accidentally done that when he's not quite selected the correct tyre compound. We will have to wait and see if he pulls into the pits.
I really wish they gave us more specs on the commentator side so we can see what those tire temperatures are and things of that nature, how much more rain's going to be out here for how much longer. You know, they can make some. It's a fantastic game, don't get me wrong. We've had a few bugs, but I think considering there's so many leagues that are geared towards having commentators and bringing other people into the world to be able to listen and enjoy their sim racing, they need to consider the commentator's ability to present the race to people a little better with more specs, a little more information in hand.
Wow, Teamhouse has already pulled a 7/10 gap. We'll see how quickly that comes down with him on the dries. He's basically crawling around. Yeah, it's definitely, I think that's an error. Yeah. Unless he's pulled off a strategic masterclass. We'll have to look. He's getting past on the outside and the inside.
It's three-way.
Who's going to get past? Owen's going to switch back to the inside. Both of them are actually going to get past him.
Oh, he lost 3 spots.
It's going to be chaos coming up between these two and Owen, and looks like Matty D almost wheel to wheel coming up. Radion then. We're going to go with T-Mouse. Owen picks up a 30. Oh, he looked like he was almost going to go round. T-Mouse somehow keeping it together. How many positions is he going to lose coming down the Kemmel Straight? He's fighting with just Kumi-san, who is yet to pit and has got quite a few places on him. It's going to be basically
there's a little contact
on the rear from just Kumi-san. He's pretty much a traffic block waiting to happen on those mediums. Wow, he's going to try and hang it around the outside. A few more drivers through, Mordstar's through, Beast is through, which is going to stay with T-Mouse because it's highly likely there could be a little incident coming.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit.
Yeah, he's got no choice unless he's willing to really, really suffer on those mediums. Although it's kind of Kaya Myers also takes another 30-second penalty
he's got
for
2 of
exceeding
those
track limits. Yeah, indeed he has. Just Kumi-san losing a couple of positions as well. We're going to stay on board with T-Mouse, who has gone for the boldest of bold strategies in this race and is losing more and more positions.
Oh yeah, downward just passed him.
Oh no, he's in the gravel, he's hit the wall. I'm not sure if he's lost front wing. A Ferrari has to dart to the inside yeah, he's to the back of the grid now. Oh no, he's round. T-Mouse has spun round.
He spun around.
Has he lost his wing? Matty D's disconnected from the session.
The whole wing's
he's lost his wing as well. Yeah, he's going to have to pit. Any hope? Yeah, Matty D's disconnected.
Let me try to send him an invite.
Owen is now going to close back up. Aston Martin 2-3 at the moment. They're doing a fantastic job at trying to win that constructors title. Beast! Oh, a huge crash with the safety car and Light Sesso. I think. Oh no! What's happened then?
Oh yeah! There's a pandemonium! Oh my gosh! Keimers and Light Sesso are both out. I gotta take a picture of that. That's like, wow.
Wow! What's happened with the safety car? I just caught the end of that. I think the safety car being stopped on the track has caught out.
It's caused the problem. Yeah.
It's caught out Beast or just Kumi-san or someone, and then coming through at high speed is Light Sesso, who has just smashed into the back. Wow, that's a horrific incident.
And I believe he hit Kamers, and that was it for him too. Yeah, he's got to be disappointed.
Yeah, a dreadful race though does come to the end for Kaya Myers, as he did not have the greatest of races.
Another 3-second penalty by
T-Mouse. He'll be the first one to admit that. And yeah, T-Mouse back down, but now the safety car is going to allow him to close up to the rest of the field.
Yeah, rain changes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, Matty D still at the front. He's still not managed to join this session.
You know, it would be really great if they can bring in the aspect of, you know, I've read several times the spot being so big, 7 kilometers as it is, or that it, you know, in certain parts of the track, it can rain. In other parts, you're not getting any rain, so we're not getting various, you know, weather or climate-oriented situations there. Everything is pretty much standard across the board, so it would be cool to see them actually bring in some real weatherish type of situation, you know?
Indeed. So, Matty D still back in the session. Crew streamers and just Kumi-san finally making their pit stops. Yes, I'm not too sure what's happened there, but it has caused a couple of DNFs. So Matty D still yet to join the session. Back again. Not sure what's going on.
We've had a lot of position changes. It's just everyone has been every position so far this race, you know?
Indeed, Mordstar up 12 positions.
12 spots.
Up in P5. He's looking like he's had quite a nice race so far. And Light Sesso being out though has really cost Matty D. Pretty much both the Aston Martins have to crash now for him to
win
really
that championship.
Have a chance at winning the constructors.
Yeah.
They're in P2 and P3. They've done a brilliant job. Polowski, T-Mouse down in P13 is looking increasingly likely that he's going to take that P2 in the constructors. trying to see if I can. Yeah, I'm not sure. Matty D should be rejoining the session.
And Mason was talking about that both of the Alfa Romeos are in the points right now. So you better hang in there.
Indeed they are. It's a good job from both of them. After they started quite far back on the grid actually. Mason up 5, Bielner about 4, 9 P10 at the moment. So guys just joining us, we've had a huge incident under the safety car. Looks like RL Beast has completely slowed down to try and avoid the safety car actually. That was stopped on the track, and that's caused Light Sessa and Kaya Myers to just slam into the back of him and cause catastrophic damage.
And in the real world,
both their races.
We'd be under a red flag right now.
Indeed.
You know. Do you think it's possible to add that type of feature into a game like this?
With the online game, I think it might be quite difficult. I mean, actually, I'm not sure. They'd pretty much just have to pause the session, but it would cause quite a bit of chaos, and I'm sure there would be a lot of glitches with it. But I think, I mean, perhaps for now, keeping it, you know, just with safety cars, I don't necessarily think is too bad. Perhaps red flags for career mode, that might be quite fun. But I think for online racing, I think we're fine just with safety cars.
I'd agree. Just always looking for new features.
Yeah, indeed, and perhaps they will add it. I mean, a lot of people have been calling for red flags. So Cruise Streams has put on another set of tyres. Too sure what's going on with him, but he's back down to the back of the field. Safety cars going to stay out there for probably another couple of laps.
Give him a chance to catch up.
Matty D still yet to join the session. Yeah, he's back now. Matty D finally rejoining, just in time. That was he's cutting it fine here. Yeah, that was very close for Matty D. Just trying to see if anyone's saying anything. General chat.
Yeah,
we got a Light Sessa sent us a little video clip where we can see what's happened.
And Light Sessa said see his clip in Discord and we'll understand what happened. I'm going to slide over Discord.
It looks like Beast has gone to his AI, and then his AI has thought it's safety car, so it's slowed down, and that's what's caused it. So yeah, Beast has switched to his AI. His AI is slowed down because it's a safety car, and then Sesso he can't do anything. Yeah, that's an AI. That's the problem with using AI on the safety car. That has caused this incident.
That would also be a pretty cool thing too, to actually to allow a reserve driver to be the safety car driver.
I think we should allow that feature, because I'd like to see the safety car drifting around. I think that'd be hilarious. Because you know there's going to be some guy that's going to crash the safety car. And it's going to be hilarious.
They got to give us a reason why they've given us the supercars. I mean, why do we have these supercars that we can't drive? Like I don't even drive them. I looked at it once and I'm like, yeah, they're pretty cool looking. And then I just drive the rest of the F1s, because why get into supercars if you can't race them anyway? You know.
I think it would be really fun if they added the feature. I think supercars, I think it's a little introductory feature to possibly some more in the game, just testing how they really do, and I think they've worked quite well. I mean, I've not really driven them much, but from when I have driven them, they've been pretty fun to drive. So then Matty D will lead us from the safety car restart then. 7 laps remaining of the final race of this season. Matty D leads us away then from Owen behind. Owen already looking to try and get a move down the inside of La Source. He's going to be tight on the inside. Looks like Matty D goes wide. Owen takes the lead of the race. Matty D is going to be fighting back though. Owen takes the lead.
He hit the wall. Not hard.
Tap with the wall. Matty D, nothing he can really do there as he goes very wide across the exit of Radion, and this is going to allow Polowski to close right up to the championship winner He's going to go down the inside into the Lecombe chicane. He thought about it, but then decided better of it. Oh, look at this. Polowski still trying to fight Matty D through the LaSalle chicane, and now Polowski takes a 3-second time penalty. Look at this F1 nerd down the inside into Beau Rivage. He barges the Aston Martin out the way. No contact there. Now look at this. Wow, look at the exit that F1 nerd's just got. He's up into P2.
P2.
Matty D is forced to back out. Brilliant stuff from F1 nerd to get around the outside like that. And look at Polowski now going to try and find a way round Matty D. F1 nerd, a brilliant little sequence of corners to get ahead. Owen also pulled a 1.3 second gap. So good stuff.
Who hit the wall?
What's going with Beast?
Is that Cavallis?
Beast.
Oh, Beast.
Beast has just pushed Donwar into a barrier. Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there.
Oh, and Dunmore is still not able to get his bearings. He just kind of bounced off the wall again, but it looks like he's got both wings.
Well, we'll definitely see a replay of that one in the background. And look at this, Mason and just Kumi-san getting very close together, and T-Mouse on the back of that one. T-Mouse has already got past just Kumi-san. He's going to now use some slipstreaming effect through Blanchimont. There you go. No, looks like actually T-Mouse is fighting back against Mason. T-Mouse sending it around the outside. Mason, they're pretty much trail breaking each other. T-Mouse is going to get around the inside, a bit of banging and barging from the Williams and Alfa Romeo, but T-Mouse just getting past there, just squeezing past. Important to note, Matty D's got past F1 nerd as well in the background. Shall I see, it looks like Dom or just Kumi-san trying to get around the outside of Mason. They're all rubbing wheels, and this could allow crew streamers to get through. Oh, that's very aggressive.
Fighting for it.
Pushing just Kumi-san all the way to the exit curb. Crew streamers, they're going to go wheel to wheel through Eau Rouge Radio.
Kind of backed off a little bit.
Yeah, Crew streamers decided better of it. He's going to come down the camera straight, although that's cost him quite a lot of straight line speed, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to attack.
I'll tell you this, T-Mouse is a lot harder to pass with the right tires.
The T-Mouse is looking very nice.
Yeah, he's looking racy out there.
Yeah, indeed.
And there's enough penalties up at the top of the grid. Another safety car. People with 3-second penalties are really gonna have their hands full. So I know Owens is gonna try to extend that lead as much as possible, because they gotta have at least 3 seconds on Matty D in order to maintain that provisional P1 spot he's got.
Indeed, and this battle at the back is really heating up with just Kumi-san trying to attack Crew Streamers, who is also trying to attack Mason, who has just gone wide,
really wide
through the exit of Blanchimont. Crew Streamers thinks about sticking a wheel in. I think he has stuck a wheel in. Ooh, he gets very close but backs out at the last minute. This is going to allow just Kumi-san to get through. Oh, huge incident again. Just Kumi-san pushed wide. A bit of contact under braking. The grip just pretty much, the space just kind of disappeared for the Alpha Tauri driver. He's lost a bit of wing, I think, in that one, and that's pretty much his race over. Then no safety car, luckily, as he did not get that car. Beast Owen sets the fastest lap. Matty D responds, and even faster lap. Matty D is making up some great ground in this race so far. Crew Streamers again trying to get past Mason in the Alfa Romeo. Looks like Crew Streamers has got a better exit this time round. But he's going to switch. It almost look like he's going to switch to the outside. He's actually going to stay around that outside. Late on the brakes to Mason. Mason's going to push him all the way wide. Crew Streamers gets a bit beached on the curb.
We got beat up a little bit. He got beat up a little bit. Mason got them elbows out. Mason's got some sharp elbows, boy. Hey, never play that man in basketball. Not without a mouthpiece, let me tell you.
And hello to you too, Adam. Just Kumi-san obviously retiring from the session, deciding enough is enough for him.
Hey,
Polowski is under a little bit of pressure from Mordstar.
3 second penalty by Villanova.
3 seconds behind. Mordstar is looking to try and make an impact then in this race.
And Monstar has had a very quiet but excellent race. Look at him. He's sitting in a pretty good spot. Only him and Matty D is penalty free up there in the top 5 positions. So anything can happen in these last four laps. He could wind himself up on the top ladder of the podium.
Indeed, Mordstar though under a little bit of pressure from Beast behind. He's got to put in some cracking laps in the final few laps if he wants to get close to the podium places. Owen actually holding up the rest of the field a little bit here, as Matty D's super close, 2 tenths behind, and F1 Nerd has really closed up to the leading group as well.
I'll tell you, I'm really gonna miss this tier. This is a final race, our season finale, season 7, tier 3 championship, and it's just been really quite the season. I'm looking forward to season 8 already.
Indeed, Matty D trying to make a move, coming in to the bus stop chicane, but unable to do so. He wasn't quite able to find the space to pass Owen. Owen putting on a stout defence in his final race in PS. And yeah, Matty D now, he's dropped back quite a bit actually. I think he's lost a little bit of momentum coming out. F1 Nerd also dropping back a bit. Mason.
I think maybe he's got
contact with Crew Streamers again coming out. Mason makes more contact with Crew Streamers, as Crew Streamers is going to try and find a way past him again. It looked like he'd almost got it done. Crew Streamers takes another
3-second penalty. And I think Matty G is aware that Mason's got a 3-second penalty, so he doesn't have to race him quite as hard. With 3 laps left, it might be in his best interest to just kind of stay close.
Yeah, indeed it is. Crew Streamers and Mason still going
Flip
at
lock.
it, coming in to the chicane. Mason really defending aggressively, defending like his life depends on it from Crew Streamers, who himself actually is putting up a very nice attacking
Gallant
performance,
effort.
trying to get past. There's actually, I think,
No name
Team
corner.
Mouse and Domwar are having a little fight. Domwar's got back past Team Mouse has passed Domwar.
Oh, wait, okay, I thought there was contact, but I guess he just went right through T-Mouse. T-Mouse got a 3-second penalty. I don't know what the stewards would have to say about that. Because even if a car is ghost, if you guys are on the same lap, I don't know if you should be able to pass him. That go right through him. That seems a little bit, that was a little sketchy there, Donmore.
So actually T-Mouse is glitching and lagging all over the place. It's showing he's dropping back behind Donmore, but really
he is glitching bad. Yeah, okay, he just disappeared off my screen for a second.
Yeah, he's
I take that back, Donmore. I'm sorry, sir.
he's really lagging all over the place. Mordstar though is under some huge pressure from Beast behind. These two very, very close together, and this sort of front quad of cars all within a second of each other hopefully will be slowing each other down, so Mordstar can close up within 3 seconds, as it looks like Crew Streamers is almost past Mason this time. He has got it done earlier on. No contact in that overtake. They're going to head to the battle for the lead. No overtake there. We're going to jump back to this fight. I don't think Mason's going to have the speed to come close, although he's already gaining quite a bit of time coming down the Camel Straight. Only 5/10 separate them.
See, this just shows it's not always about the points, because neither one of these guys are racing for points right now. They're just racing for pride and the joy of racing.
So we've got a yellow flag in Sector 3, even though nobody is in Sector 3.
Yeah.
Quite interesting why that's just appeared on the screen. So Mordstar's dropped back a little bit now after his battling with Beast. Beast
is
he's
on
already
him.
going to try down the inside. He's unable to do so. This battling really it's costing Mordstar. He's really desperate to keep the position, to try and get on the podium. It would be so poetic if he could, after the horrible qualifying that he had. He's just got to find a little bit more pace in that Red Bull. Should to really get past Polowski. Very much close to F1 Nerd. Perhaps these two might have a little fight for the lead. Yeah, Matty D is not being overly aggressive in his pursuit of Owen. He knows with those 3-second penalties, we've got 2 guys behind him as well. It's not that important if even if he drops behind these guys, as long as he's within 3 seconds of all 3 of them.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Exactly, even in the final race of the season. So I think this could get quite interesting. Should Owen, let's say Owen and Polowski drop quite a few places due to penalties, this could get very interesting.
Yeah, that
happen. So Mordstar's gap to the leader at the moment is 5 seconds. So he's going to be unable to be within the penalty window for Owen.
Let's see.
Mordstar's going to really try and close up now. He needs to get that gap down to about 2 seconds. if he gets that gap down to about 2 seconds, 1.7, 1.6 seconds, he could be in a really good shout of podium. Let's say there's a bit of battling that goes on between F1 Nerd and Polowski. It could really benefit Mordstar. Could actually be happening.
Matty D is actually trying to make a move on Owen now. He decided to creep up on him. He's only about 0.1 second behind him.
DD is
tenth of a second.
The penultimate lap actually of the race. It's gone by ever so fast.
Oh, I thought he was going to make a move there. I thought he was going to go for it.
He was thinking about it. He was thinking about it. He thought better of it though. Actually might be under a little bit of pressure from F1 Nerd, who's got a great exit. F1 Nerd may drop back just a little bit. And look at this, Mordstar and Beast very close coming into Blanchimont. Looks like Beast almost tried to move around the outside, trying to find the space from Mordstar. Mordstar's going to be defending very hard coming into the bus stop chicane. He's just kept that position. All this defending is losing him more and more time. As we are on that final lap of the race then. Oh, F1 Nerd's got a 6-second time penalty. So, should Mordstar be within 3 seconds of Polowski, he will be on the podium. Come on, Mordstar, we know you can do it.
You can get up there. And F1 Nerd has really got to be kicking himself right now because he had a great race. He raced really hard, especially under these conditions. But it makes it, it's so tough to race that hard and stay clean.
Yeah, indeed, it's very difficult to do so, and keeping clean and avoiding that strict corner cutting is pretty strict. You pretty much put a wheel wrong and you can validate times, which is quite catastrophic. Mordstar 3.3 seconds. He's just on the cusp. He needs to do it.
In the final lap, he's got 38% of ERS left.
Come on, Mordstar, we know you can do it. We want him to do it. Polowski still without. He's
getting closer.
It's very close, really close at the top. Polowski's about 30% energy, both very similar energy levels. Mordstar perhaps going to be defending. So maybe
Marciano's hit the wall.
Very wide. I'm not sure it's going to happen for Mordstar.
Oh my God, that was close. He lost about a second.
Yeah, he's 3.9. Owen and Matty D though going wheel to wheel. Matty D
took the lead.
On the final corner of the final lap, although Owen's going to be fighting back. Owen takes it at the flag.
Whoa, way to come back, Owen. Wow. Wow, talk about a photo finish.
So Mordstar finishes the race then 300ths away from the podium.
That's sick. That is sick.
He was so close.
So close.
So close.
And I'm going to have to go back and watch the end of this race again to see how did Matty D come out ahead, because it looked like Owen had taken him, but I guess he just took it right back here in the final moment. Wow, what a race.
Indeed, a fantastic race from everyone, and a big thank you to everyone who has driven and supported and watching the league, this Tier 3 this season. It's been a pleasure to commentate on, and
oh, you're awesome. Always enjoy hanging out with you. We just Adam in the chat said he loves, he needs to get this game, and said, hey, we need to get Adam. Adam, get the game and get on in here, buddy.
So then Aston Martin clinched the Constructors' Championship then. Matty D doing all he could, but his teammates' very unfortunate incident has cost him. So then, your top 3 for the final race of the season: Matty D, Owen and Polowski, and Aston Martin 2-3 securing the Constructors' Championship. McLaren unable to do so. But yeah, fantastic race and a fantastic season.
Oh yeah. So go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
So to wrap this up, Matty D won our championship. He finished the race in the lead, followed by PLR Owen and Pulaski, who are actually our Constructors Championships. Mundy comes in at P4, who just barely missed the podium by, 300ths of a second, followed by Cavalis in P5, F1 Nerd in P6, RL Beast in P7, Bellanova P8, T-Mouse in P9, who was, I believe he should be in second place in the championships.
No,
Dom
Pulaski. Pulaski will be second.
Oh, Pulaski was second, I'm sorry.
Need to win, so unfortunate for him, but Pulaski takes P2 championship.
Ooh. Alright, then we got Crew Stevens at 11, Mason 12, Just Kimmy 13, Cameron 14. Oops, is he gonna let me finish it off here? Nope. Light Sezo.
Everybody else DNF'd.
And everyone else in the race, yeah, okay. But it's been a terrific season. I mean, every race has been exciting. Wet weather, clear weather. The driving is always, everyone races hard, but, you know, there's such an etiquette amongst the drivers that even if there's just the most nasty collision, it's never intentional. You always have to be able to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, even if you do have to put a ticket in on them, just to get some kind of race clarity. But the character of all the drivers are just top of the food chain. It's been an absolute pleasure to commentate with you, Solid. You're considerably more so than that. You are Solid Elite.
Oh, thank you very much, Artistic. It's been a pleasure to commentate with you as well this season, and I hope to continue it coming into season 8.
Yes, sir. Let's get them.
So once again, thank you everybody for sticking with us this season.
Are we going to get a chance to get our championship leader in there? You want to try to invite him to the party?
I think we could.
Yeah,
we could get Matty. We might see if we can get him in there.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what he had to, because he's really absolutely had a dominant season. I'm sure he's looking forward for the opportunity to move up a tier and give the big boys a opportunity to have a swing at him.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm wondering if we should also pull in our Constructors Championships too. Doing something a little different. Normally we bring in, you know, when we do have an opportunity to interview, we bring in the everyone on the podium. But maybe we should bring in the winner and the Constructors Championship winners as well. So that would be both. That would be Matty D as well as Pulaski and who's in the wait a minute? Pulaski and Owen. Maybe we should try to get them all in here. Let's see here. We sent a few invites out. I don't know what everyone's plans are, so might have missed the moment, but we'll see here. Yeah, we still have one more tier to go. So tomorrow we've got okay, Matty D's in here with us. Hey, congratulations, Matty D. Yeah, you were gonna give Austin Martin a run for their money, huh? Yeah. I thought you were trying to just hang back. I figured you didn't really feel like you needed to pass him in order to secure the win. But you made your move anyway, and I was like, wow, that last lap, that last corner, that was just absolutely amazing. So did you practice in the wet for this race as well as the dry? No, that's right.
So what kind of setup did you go for? Did you go for a wet setup or?
I was on a dry, but I just always had tire pressure and that's it.
Just hold on pace then.
Consistency.
Yeah, you really had a lights out season. So I'm sure you're going to be with us next year or next season, and hopefully they'll give you the opportunity to move into Tier 2, or you may have to defend your Tier 3 championship, depending on how the whole season, how the tiers shake out with the reconstruction of everything. We don't know how everybody's going to, line up, but we know that you're definitely somebody to look out for, in terms of ability and just plain entertainment.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant season, and well done to everyone in Tier 3.
Do you have any social media feeds, or is there anywhere anybody can watch you race, or do you stream, or how would you recommend somebody
Twitch.
On your Twitch? You want to give a shout out to what the how to connect to it?
I mean, my name's on the screen.
Okay.
Matty_D13.
At Twitch.
That's where you'll see me do most of my league races.
In fact, I don't think I've subscribed to you in Twitch before. So thanks for telling me that, because I myself am going to look you up and see if I can get a few pointers from you myself. Anything you can help me with by tomorrow? Anything you can do to save my whole season tomorrow in Tier 4, sir?
Well, if it's dry, definitely go for the lower wings.
Go for the low wings. Okay.
I was running 2 and 4.
Yeah, as a lot of times I go through the setups and I look for, you fast guys and try to copy your setups, and I was noticing some people have like 1 wing, no wings. I'm like, man, is this Monza? Or I think I run a 5.2 right now. But I can switch that up a little bit. In fact, I'm going to have a look and see what your, I'm going to add you as a friend here. It's amazing that I hadn't already. So I can look you up on the time trials and see if I can possibly borrow a setup or something from you there, sir.
I've already got you as a friend on here, Artistic.
Oh, I was wondering why you even gave me the opportunity to add that. I'm like, that's kind of weird. I'm like, are we already friends? Maybe not. I better go ahead and click this. All right.
I think we'll call it a day there then. So thank you everybody who is still staying with us. Thank you very much for watching the stream. I hope to see you guys in Season 8.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Congratulations once again, Matty D. Lights out, man. You were the cream of the crop.
Yeah, well done to everyone in Tier 3. Been a brilliant season.
No doubt. Right. See you later,
I'm
mates.
super tired.
Me too. I'm about to go get some grub and lay down and take a nap. Actually, no, I'm not. I've got to do my tickets. I still have to do my PC Tier 2 tickets at the Stewart. I was going to get them done earlier today, but I was running around, so I need to get them knocked out after this race here. So that's off to the next task. But we'll see you guys soon. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, well done on the comms, boys, as normal.
Hey, thank you, sir. Solid as your man.
Hope to see you doing comms for Tier 2 next season.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Well done on your championship. See you when we start Season 8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boys. Catch you later, boys.
Take care.
All right, gentlemen.
And you.
Bye-bye.